It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the electric Kyler Murray. He was terrific a week ago, well over 400 yards passing. It's the Cardinals and the Saints on Sunday Night Primetime.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray. That's complete to McBride. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the 4 times in the win.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout.
Oh, wow, Mama would love that.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at the man under center, now in his 8th season in the National Football League. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Wait, you said they're open.
Looking to throw.
They're open in the
And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way, just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us,
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Now Murray. Oh, good move. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Murray now to throw. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Hands it off out again. And fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Play fake. Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 3rd down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by McManus is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
I want to be able to get something that's like reasonably priced and then come back.
In motion, the tight end.
I remember.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number. And he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The Saints are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Oh, yeah. That's a
I'm just trying to tell you that you
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Oh, well, praise God.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Lutz good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive, 4 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
I'm excited.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
Oh, yes.
Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal will take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point.
Oh, thanks, Auntie. I appreciate you calling.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I appreciate that.
Here's Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Cardinal football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive has turned into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more of a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Ball start. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I would look.
It's just living it.
Why try throwing it?
Does he work? What does he do?
The kick by McManus is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The New Orleans offense set to
like
take
an Islander
over.
for real.
This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2nd and 3. Looking long for Thomas. They've got his man complete. Touchdown. Michael Thomas, 76 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
So they don't ever take him to daycare?
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
That's why
Kind of searching for that magic elixir.
Enough.
30.
You're on enough.
Stop it.
But not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with. And that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. He put it on the carpet, a fumble.
What?
That was good.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
Oh, I'm about to say, let's go.
And he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Let's get Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
On second down, Kamara. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This one taken in by Olave. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On on first down. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, I thought
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half. What's good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
For me all the time.
From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
It doesn't work.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you.
We'll give it
and
back.
You can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
You didn't.
Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game. Meanwhile, for the Saints...
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
No, he doesn't. You know why?
Parking spot's too small. Stop.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Ah.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints
You
have
didn't
the
say
lead
put it
and
in.
set to
Snatch it out of
receive
my
the
phone.
kick.
Out. Give it here.
No run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. So here are the Saints to take over.
You gotta be
working on a
thinking
4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
I'm chilling like a villain.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Citizens look at
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's sit him in the feed.
Stick Makarika Snikariki Chukimba Kakaraka Smuka Namanamasi Mushimiki to make Kakagasi Kakamika Shikamika.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And he rifles throws one incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. They'll look to throw again. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Back to throw again.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over
Roller coaster ride. Mika, Chica, Nuka, Laka,
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. To throw, it's Murray. Eluding. Murray has it knocked loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes down.
I just dropped it.
Make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take the first fumble and convert it into 6 points. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So out now come the Cardinals. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Murray's throw complete to McBride.
Only able to gain a couple there.
And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Murray.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but it left him no...
P-O-I-V. Do I want to write for that?
He goes straight out of bounds. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 51 yards.
And the Saints have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Wants to try to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position. He's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Thomas has it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. Another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And we'll see what he can do on the return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing.
Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll look to throw here on first down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throwing on first down is Murray. Steps away to his left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
It's complete to Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Throwing again on second down. Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're trying to play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
What is the generic name?
You can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. That's complete to McBride. Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And that's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this will be taken at the 13. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints again ready to go on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Let's look to add the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Murray now. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Murray going to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout. But you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
That's good for 28 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
What is that? I mean, you just...
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man. It's Olave. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw again. He completes it to Olave. And he will get into the end zone. It's another.
this thing is ugly. Wants to try to add the PAT. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The football going back over to Arizona now. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for New Orleans, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay home.
Your boy name is Ocean.
Ocean? I like that. I like that. I like that. You like that? I don't think it's. Yeah, that's cool. Ocean Johnson. Kind of slides.
Does it?
Ocean Johnson. It kind of slides.
Does it?
Yeah, but I wouldn't like calling my kid Ocean though. My own kid. But if you made like a kid named Ocean, I'd be like, that's kind of dope.
I would name my dog that.
Ocean, I would name my dog Ocean as well.